Hello, 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 hello. Another day, another Final Fantasy XIV stream. Am I right? Hello everyone, welcome Kitsumi, hello Zara, hello Road Queen, hello Reshi, welcome in everyone. Hope you're doing well today, hope Tuesday is treating you nicely. As you could guess, I am again streaming Final Fantasy XIV. We need to zoom through the last patch. It is 7.5, it is the latest patch, latest story patch, and I gotta do it today. Let's jump straight into the story. In Fate's footsteps, Kryl has a wistful glint in her eyes. I trust you were able to get plenty of rest. Well, I guess I slept tonight, yeah, thanks, Kryl. Good! I thought we might take a moment to ponder our next steps, and perhaps reflect on our recent journey. I must admit, my thoughts often drift to the Mist Continent and our stay in Trainer. It was heartening to see the Malala prosper despite the odds, and my own flesh and blood thrive in that living-wrecked landscape. Sphene was eager to restore diplomatic relations, and I have no doubt that Alexandria will provide much-needed support for their region. I too shall do everything I can to aid my home away from home. My wonderful, welcoming family included. For the time being, though, I'd say we have accomplished all within our power. I suppose that just leaves the matter of preservation's research. It is yet unclear how Calyx learned the techniques he's used to summon his Dark Primal. And there is likewise much that remains unknown about the key. Let us hope that Shale's efforts bear more fruit. Can you hear me? Shale and I have been reviewing the decrypted files and have uncovered some intriguing details. Would you care to join us? We'll be with you right away. Excellent. Shale seems rather eager to speak with you all. Come and find us in Deuter Lab when you're ready. Uncanny timing indeed. Let us make for the containment complex. Hey Miggy, hey Napu. How are you today? Okay, I have to go there. Just forgot to mention the other 26 stars again. Well, no. It's not 20, it was 14. Okay, actually it was 18, so that's all I thought. Because another one dropped one for me on daily free pool. And I got 3 free 6 stars. There you go, let me help out you. I'm okay too, thank you. I was drawing today, working, went shopping as well. Kinda a lazy day, not gonna lie. I've been too busy playing 14. So I'm tired. Because an average of 6 stars every 20 balls. Every 30! Every 30. You guys are not honest.
Ah, you're just in time for a progress report. The decryption is finally complete. As we suspected, the data represents a partial record of Preservation's research documents. A quick scan of the files, however, failed to turn up the information Y'shtola was after.
Indeed. No mention of the Ascians, or primal summoning techniques for that matter. While Calyx doubtless received instruction from someone possessed of such knowledge, there was naught to identify this benevolent mentor. I am, however, pleased to say that we found several reports concerning the key.
Nice. So what are we going now?
We know the key is used to open paths between worlds, and was a treasured relic of the Milala. And just as the Milala were unable to return after reaching the Mist Continent, so too was Preservation unable to gain a mastery of the prize which had passed into their possession.
And?
The
But?
data suggests that a particular formula or procedure is required. A process which Calyx appears to have understood to some degree. Yet the key proved fickle. Perfectly replicating conditions was no guarantee of success. And even when they did manage to generate a modest portal, the destination was never the one they expected. The reports practically screamed their frustration, describing the experience as being dragged around by a traveler picking roads without rhyme or reason. Serves them right, I say.
And it sounds like playing gacha.
After much trial and error, Preservation began to experiment with external actuation devices for the key. Striving to maintain a stable pathway to a chosen location, they conceived of the technology that forms the gate to the Golden City.
So, their tribulations ultimately afforded them control of the key, albeit in a limited capacity, which, of course, explains why they were able to instruct Zoralja in its use, thus enabling the unprecedented feat of transferring Everkeep and its environs to the Source. After the Endless Fiend took the key unto herself, she opened pathways to other reflections in her hunt for ether, did she not?
The Milala merely used it to facilitate their exodus. To think what the key has now wrought in different hands.
For all we know, the actuation device augmented the key's power beyond its intended scope. Were your goal to plunder whole worlds of their ether, a tool designed to simply transfer people would likely be insufficient.
Shale, I don't suppose you would be able to remove the actuation device?
The machine made for that very purpose is still functional, thankfully. It shouldn't be a problem.
What do you think? We don't even know how the key works. If the device is somehow interfering or amplifying its capabilities, I believe we ought to remove it.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
It opened like a jar. It opened a jar with jam.
My word.
Ishtola?
This is the first time I've beheld the key in all its unobscured glory. The sheer density is extraordinary. 'Tis akin to the structures we saw beneath the Tempest.
Now that you mention it, the ornamentation is reminiscent of Amarot.
Oh god.
Have you noticed anything since the key has been in your possession?
Hey Thanda, welcome in. It gleams like the dawn's first light. It reminds me of Azum's crystal.
You're suggesting the key has some connection with Azum. A plausible theory, although one we are yet unequipped to prove.
My apologies.
Oh no, a phone call. Just answer it, Cryle.
Hello? Yes, this is Cryle speaking. That was Ojika with a message for us.
Ojika.
An urgent matter?
I'm not altogether sure. Tataru requires our counsel, and hoped to call upon us in person at the Baldessian Annex. Though disappointed we were not present, she appeared content to wait until our travels brought us back to Sharlayan, insisting that it did not merit our immediate summons. Her tone suggested otherwise, however, and Ojika felt compelled to contact us directly.
Mayhap the time has come for another journey across the salt.
This Tataru is having any sort of problems with her business.
You'd best go. Though I'll not deny that I'll be sad to see you leave.
Oh, Shale. I can't even begin to thank you for all you've done. We will be forever indebted to you and your Oblivion colleagues.
The debt is ours. We'll never forget the sacrifices you've made for us, for Alexandria. In the meantime, I shall keep sifting through the data. You'll hear as soon as I find anything of note.
Actually, I should like to stay here a little longer, if you don't mind.
You are most welcome.
And might I borrow the key for a while? I wish to study it further. With the utmost care, I assure you.
Well then, shall we be off? Ojika will be expecting us.
Oh, that was a bit weird. I thought that if we getting the key, trial to the heavens, if we getting the key out of that device, I thought something is going to happen to it. Alright, let's go back to Sharlayan. Welcome back, and what a pleasure it is to see you too, Aizo. Thank you for contacting us. We came as soon as we could. Of course, I felt it prudent given how troubled Tataru was. Your concern is much appreciated, as it so happens we had reached a convenient juncture in our investigation. Shale and Yushtola have matters well in hand, leaving us free to make this trip. That's a relief to hear. Now, let me fetch Tataru for you. Why don't you take a moment to relax in the main hall? I'm sure you're still fatigued from your journey. Okay, let's wait for Tataru.
Planning your next journey?
Oh no, just reminiscing. Thinking back to when you bought this map, and how you all encouraged me to make the voyage to Tural.
Hey Rivi, welcome in.
Are you glad you did?
As if you need ask. Welcome back.
It looked like Tataru kicked the door. Wonderful to see you again, Tataru. It's been a while.
I'm so glad you're here.
Ojika contacted us. He intimated that you were rather concerned. Come to think of it, Alphino said he and Alize would pay you a visit upon their return. Have you not seen them?
Oh no, they were here. I was regaled with many a tale of your Turali adventures. It was only once they departed for Garlemord that the rumors came to my attention.
Rumors?
Rather alarmingly, void-sent sightings seem to be on the rise across the star.
Oh damn.
I was reluctant to bother you with mere hearsay, especially when you had more pressing matters to contend with. But earlier I received a confidential report from the Grand Company of Eorzea. It's as if a mighty dam has been breached, flooding the land with foul creatures. For a blessing, most nations have managed to keep the invaders in check, and casualties appear to be minimal thus far. Though the same cannot be said for those regions with a deeper connection to the void. Their fissures continue to manifest without end, putting countless innocents in danger.
A deeper connection to the void. Garlemald is the home of the Reapers, is it not?
It is. Alphino and Alize were there when the trouble began, and have since sent word that the situation has taken a dreadful turn.
But that means we can see Zero again, probably. A short while earlier in Tertium.
Thus concludes the abridged account of our time in Tural. Now I shall leave you with the words of the late Dawn Servant, Galul Jajar. Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship. A notion that rings true for Eorzeans no less than it does for the diverse peoples of Tuliolal.
And for Garleans as well. Even sharing something as simple as a local dish can pave avenues of understanding.
And the Rocket Void past patches were really good. I might be in minority who thinks this, and I'm really excited whenever we go there again. I don't think that you're in minority. I feel like most of the people really enjoyed the Endwalker Void patches. I really enjoyed the story with Zero as well. But it was a bit just anticlimactic how it all suddenly ended and we're going to Turiel. That I didn't like, that it felt quite disconnected from everything else. It did feel like it should have been its own kind of like trial story, like in Shadowbringers or Stormblood or Heavensward.
It's up to all of us to forge new bonds, together.
Thank you for sharing your tale. Better they hear it firsthand than endure my clumsy retelling. Your words give me hope that we might achieve something similar here in Garlemald.
We all have the capacity to affect change. Our time in Tural taught us that much. And now that we've returned, it's time we rolled up our sleeves and got back to work.
I've already sent missives to the other nations, informing them of our Alexandrian friends. I also intend to notify the Garlean community officially. If both sides are amenable to the proposition, we shall gladly assist in establishing diplomatic relations with Alexandria and Tuliolol.
Thank you. But are you sure you've recovered from your journey? It sounded like you've hardly had time to catch your breath.
Sir! Lapis Manalis is overrun with void scent. We've sustained heavy civilian casualties.
What?
Tritium Squadron reporting in. We're under attack. Void scent appeared out of nowhere and ambushed us during a routine inspection. Damn it. Is that another fissure? Oh, no, no, no! Ah!
My comrades are under attack. We have to do something.
There's no time to lose! Come on!
The Garlean community is ill-equipped to defend themselves against such a threat. Even with the aid of the twins and the Ilzabard contingent, they face daunting odds.
We shall leave for Garlemald immediately.
Thank you. I was able to contact Thancred and Urianger too. They're already on their way. With any luck, you'll be able to rendezvous with them on arrival.
Okay. What are your plans after you're done with MSQ? To do Arcadian raids. I have not touched them at all. I am rushing through MSQ before FanFest because I'm going to FanFest, and if they're going to do the trailer, they probably will show it. I would like to be caught up with the main scenario. But yeah, after that, I need to do Arcadian raids, the whole storyline. Then there are also Alliance raids. I didn't do those at all. And there are so many things to do for main game, because I was a Sprout until the summer. I finished Endwalker, when was it? In April or May? And that's where when I lost my Sprout icon. then rush through Dawn Trail before the fan fest, so yeah, I have so much to catch up on. So much M12S. I mean, also have Uwu to clear. Well, we have plans for Uwu, but that will be off stream, obviously. I've been told Alpha and Alice have withdrawn to Tertium to request aid on the front lines. They seemed intent on rejoining the battle once reinforcements were ready, but I shall tell them to wait until you arrive. Ooh, we have bisque, or money, or cookies. I have already cookies, let's take cookies. Two worlds entwined. Grahatia wears a pensive expression. And just like that, we find ourselves faced with another emergency. Fortunately, there is yet time for us to make a difference. Let us make haste for Tertium. I have quite a bit to do yet. Yeah, not to mention, I don't need, but I'm grinding so many things. Okay. I see you made it in time.
You picked a frosty spot for a reunion.
I want that emote as well.
Full glad am I to see you all.
I'm doing my best to do the bunny dailies every day.
Though I'm afraid this is no time for pleasantries.
Hello Mika, welcome in.
Planar fissures have opened up across Garlemald, inundating the region with void scent. As far as we can ascertain, there are two focal points of their assault. The Ilzabard contingent are combating the threat in Lapis Manalis. Although they have suffered casualties, they appear to have the upper hand.
As well they should. The many talented Uldan thaumaturges among them should be more than capable of closing any fissures they encounter.
Which leaves the second focal point, the Clutium. Eulus and the Garlean community are attempting to mount a counterattack, but are struggling to cope with the sheer number of voidsent.
Clutium.
They've fallen back to the north of the Imperial Palace. Can you lend your aid in securing the area?
With your blessing, I would tend to the wounded returning from battle.
Of course, Kryl. Thank you. The quickest route from here to the front is via the train tracks. Once we arrive, we can support the Garlean forces as we make for the fissure in the munitions factory.
Oh. Oh. It was that fast. No fetch quests? No carrying middle-sized objects? You're going as a weaver. Okay, Maggie. If it's a winter dungeon, it should be pretty. Clutium. Where do I even go? Straight, right?
You're a sight for sore eyes.
Okay, that should be the first boss now, right?
Appreciate the help. We'll handle things from here. Take care of the Fisher.
Hey Ghost, hey Walketty. I have this weapon. Oh god. I feel like this will be so messy. Oh god. Oh god, of course. Right. Oh god, oh god. Hello, BP. Welcome in. Yeah, of course I got to 7.5. If I finished. Get off from here. Since I finished 7.4 yesterday. It's only given that I do everything today. Everything that's remaining. Oh. No, don't tell me any mechanics, please. It's not fun this way. Like, people already know what to do and where to go here, how to deal with the mechanics. So I doubt that my death will really cause a wipe. Like, I have never experienced content where people are completely clueless about what to do. So that's short. Look, why are you pulling ahead? It's freaking free. Basic Wamet. There is not basic. Of green. What is this big light? Now that I think about it, isn't he just reskinned watering? Yeah, that Viper has no chill. Absolutely no chill. Okay. Not like there is much else to go. Maybe? Maybe one. There's skin. Ooh, good. Whee! It's a lot of fissures. Yeah, it does look like Fluster when she was fat. Masterful manipulator, Malphas. Pretty cool design. I like the blue parts. Sliding tank? Whee! What do you mean work domain? We're going to raise it armor. Right, but anyway. Not behind you. His head is like pants with the strings. Oh, taking them. Oh shit. Alright. We did it! Good job. Wait. Ooh, that looks so cool. Said you can't dye it though. Like if it was green, I'd so. Just pants, nothing unusual. Oh, the hat is so fancy. I love the hat. The hat is just gorgeous. Bracelets, gloves. The gloves are the bracelets. Oh goddamn. Alright, I'm saving. How does the earring look like? It's not clipped by the hair. Oh god. Need to save this too. Okay, let's try on the bracelet as well. That's what we're doing it. Not my style. That can go to Grand Company. That inventory, don't look at my inventory. Don't look at my inventory. And at my poor 4 Atmos from Occult Crescent.
I think that's all of them.
We need but seal the fissure to prevent further ingress.
It's over.
Or is it?
I can only imagine the extent of the damage were it not for your aid. On behalf of the Garlean community, I thank you for all you've done for my people, for my home.
I shall close the fissure post-haste.
Wait, why are you even talking? Well, you're supposed to die. In general.
You risked your life in vanquishing the creature. Would you at least let me bear the burden of deciding its fate? You want to go back? To the void?
Then why did you come out?
Your kind have entered this realm before. Some seeking death that they might rejoin the life stream. But you would choose that dark, deathless place?
The wind is fresh and pure, untouched by darkness. Perhaps it won't be a blessing to meet my end in such a place. But I cannot yet bear to part with the void. If only the winds would blow there as they do here. I long to return, to see my home unsullied, as it once was.
Just saying, his name was Masterful Manipulator. Are we really going to listen to him?
We know that pain all too well. If that is your wish, you must forsake this aggression. Go back to the void and devote yourself to its restoration. I have a friend, Zero, who hails from your home. She and her companions strive to bring light into the void from another world blighted with imbalance. I hear their efforts have already met with some success. One day, they'll drive the darkness from the void, I'm sure of it.
His form is imbued with the will of all those I consumed. We shall return to our world and seek out this Zero. Then we shall see if there is truth in your words.
She won't disappoint you. That much I guarantee.
Bravo! I think Zero will approve.
Oh, Indeed, that was
John
truly
is missing
heartening to
Zero.
see.
Understanding begets fellowship, right? I thought I might lead by example.
Well then, shall we head back?
Reports have begun trickling in. By all accounts, the Elizabeth contingent was successful in containing the threat on their front. For Void Sun to attack in such numbers just as we were finding our feet, I daren't imagine the consequences had you not provided such timely aid. On behalf of my comrades, thank you. Thank you all. A grave presentiment. Something weighs heavy on Tancred's mind.
The Ilzabard contingent have contained the threat on their front. Things appear to be under control for the time being. Though it remains unclear why the fissures opened up in the first place.
Yeah, that's a good question.
According to Tataru, similar ruptures are occurring across the star.
One thing is clear, however. The phenomenon is not without pattern. The tendency for fissures to emerge is pronounced in regions deeply connected to the void. Places where the barrier between the two worlds is at its thinnest.
I fear there may be a place in far greater peril than Garlemald. Though it has since been sealed, you will recall there is a great void gate that we ourselves had cause to open. A gate which was instrumental in our bid to reunite Vritra with his sister and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
Oh gods.
Oh, the moon. Oh goddamn, true.
With our attention fixed upon planar fissures, I failed to consider this vulnerability. All other paths unto the void are but pinpricks in the veil compared to that great lunar rift.
And that rift might be yawning open as we speak. We'd better hurry.
Let us make for Bestway's burrow. I dare say the Loperites are well aware of current events.
We got to save the
We ought to have
bunnies.
Trial join us once she finishes tending to the wounded. I shall likewise contact Y'shtola. Her knowledge of the moon's void gate is second to none.
Alphino, Alize, please do what you must to keep our world safe.
We'll be back before you know it.
Well, that sounds like there's going to be another
quick
trial
word,
now.
if you will. I'm not sure whether you'll run into Zero during the course of all this, but if you do, would you give this to her?
What? Don't tell me those are the
Emergency
buns.
rations, in case of a protracted battle. Can't imagine she's eating all that well in the void.
Aw, he's so worried about her.
She likes dumplings.
Sounds down bad for Zero, but that's understandable. Oh, the panic. The bunny panic.
We're doomed! Doomed, I say!
Given thy panicked state, I presume the Loperites too are beset with void scent.
Oh, what sweet relief it is to see you all! Yes, void scent, and lots of them. They suddenly came pouring forth from the crater.
Well, just like Kurian just
I
said.
had dearly hoped to find my worries unfounded.
For some unknown reason, the void gate seems to have partially opened. Living Ray dashed off to activate the brands and halt the fiend's invasion, but she hasn't come back, and we've since lost contact.
Oh no.
I suggest we make for the
Our
brands
baked
without
bunny.
delay.
We could save our baked bunny. Oh, I'm just blind. Well, those aren't poison though. These are poison? Alright. My valiant savior, I was so frightened I dared not to move an ill. Oh, you're looking for Livingway? I think I saw her heading southwest towards the Drowning Brand. She had several slaughter bots in tow, but I worry they won't be enough for all the Voidsent. You better hurry. Better hurry. Okay, that's... Big Bunny. She looks so lost.
Oh, I'm saved! I dread to think what would have befallen me if you hadn't intervened. Oh, I was never in any real danger, of course. I knew you would realize our plight and rush to our rescue.
Yeah, sure.
Etheris is likewise plagued with Voidsent. If only we'd prioritized further development of the Voidsent slaughter bots, we could have stemmed the tide ourselves. Oh, what a tremendous demonstration that would have been. Irrefutable proof that I was mankind's staunchest ally and the greatest lubberate to ever live. I can practically taste the praise.
I think she thinks a bit too highly of herself.
Fortunately, I was able to activate the brands. Should any more Voidsent emerge from the gate, they ought to be confined to the crater. Unless, of course, the Void Gate begins to expand of its own accord, or some gargantuan monstrosity tries to barge through.
Maybe don't jinx.
I don't foresee any major problems.
Maybe don't jinx, please. Shut up.
Oh, nope. We're doomed.
There you are.
I left the data in Shale's capable hands and teleported here as soon as I heard. And ere you ask, I made sure to bring the key with me.
Okay.
Then the real threat yet awaits us.
'Tis Golbez's domain beyond the Void Gate. I wonder how he and Zero are faring.
Zero becoming Paladin was so cool. Oh, they're shiny.
By the 12.
Okay, we're getting flashbang. Behold the gift of Athos. Yours is a journey without end, conceived and guided by principle. Oh yeah, that's basically Asm's job. Hold fast to what you must, animate your fate without fear. Go forth, discover, unite the stars onto one. Ooh, we're rejoining? Let none bar your path. What is the stairway to heaven? They're headed your way. Let's go with Sun Zero. Nice, now we can just have portals to other worlds on our whim. Damn, I like that slow motion, she's so pretty.
What are you doing here?
Well, just somehow got teleported here, I don't know. A visit felt long overdue.
Only you could be so carefree amidst all this. May as well make yourself useful. The gate's sheer size appears to have made it a tempting target.
NOO, a dread void scent risen from the benighted depths of the ocean. They kept to the confines of their domain while Zeromus endured. No longer, it would seem. And once they had discovered a path to the Red Moon, they wasted no time in making the journey.
Leave the void scent nearby to us. You take care of NOO.
Yeah, of course I will, no worries. Easy
Facing
job.
this many foes calls for a more familiar approach.
She can change glams.
Void scent can change their form at will. Both light and darkness are mine to wield. Besides, what better to purge darkness from the void than darkness itself?
Damn, that pair is just too full.
Who dares face me? A mere mortal.
You can say whatever you want.
Hast thou come in search of power? Renown? I fight to end this world without end. All who stand before me shall fall.
I think that's kind of the line from what I reflect on. All who stand before the warrior of light shall fall. The unmaking now accessible. Do I can have fun with jamming to the music? The music is really good. Great time. Let's hope it will be quick. It does look ugly. But no, wait, actually, let's see, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 trials, so there will be 7 extremes, right? Eight. Oh, there will be another extreme. Or can I not count? No, for now it's there's Monster Hunter. Oh, but does it count like extreme towards the mounts, or is it like separate content? It has a mount, like its own mount, or the mount that is the wings. But yeah, what I really want to do is to grind the extremes for the wing mounts, because those wings are so tricky. Okay, it has its own mount. Then it's different. Then it doesn't matter as much. But I remember the mount was the cat's trolley, not trolley. How do you call those things? On which you carry the sick people. Oh, stop. Still have yet to get the last from Endwalker. Last cat? I have not done Endwalker grind either. Also need to grind Endwalker extremes, but I think it's not that bad since you can just unsync. It's a sage. Good luck, Miggy. And I am the one with the stance on. Okay.
All who dare oppose me shall quake before the silken dark.
Yes, why not?
The Void's power is mine to wield. still.
Oh, hold on.
Accept your downfall.
Oh god. That looks so fun though, not gonna lie. Breath is nice.
Doth the yawning rift not tempt
you? That was not fair. I don't know what to say on this one.
consumes. Naught will endure. Neither past nor future.
Let me sleep in the hold on. Ah! Why are there so many of them? I like how Moody's like the first one put on there.
Underlings are no more. Now to deal with Enua.
Life and death rendered meaningless.
Can you shut up already? Zurusuko, she is. She's so badass. I'm so happy to see her again.
Light, protect us.
I will not yield my domain! Such is the power of the void.
Hey Chloe, welcome in. Oh, that's me. Oh, I fucked up a little bit, huh? Under like all this here. That's making like uncertain where to go and what to do, like why is there another person of the arena?
Be still.
Yeah. I'm a tank, I can tank it.
The yawning rift not tempt you. Be still.
Yay!
They must be sealed away.
It was almost cut out. Yes! Just a little bit. Just a couple of quests. Easy. Water, water, frost and foam.
I'm glad you came. We would have struggled to face Enuo alone. I presume you journeyed here to prevent more Voidsent from passing through the gate.
With Enuo defeated, there are none left in this realm who pose a serious threat. I dare say the problem is resolved.
Alas, Voidsent have been emerging from fissures across the source.
Cause for alarm indeed. Tell us more. So the breach wasn't limited to the Void Gate. For better or worse, precious little has changed in the 13th since Zeromus fell. Have you noticed anything unusual?
I know not the reason events have unfolded this way, but there is, perhaps, an explanation as to why the Void Gate and the fissures opened. Here, in my domain, even the slightest change is keenly felt. When the gate opened, I sensed not the workings of some external force.
Rather,
But
it felt as if the barrier between our worlds was weakening naturally, moment by moment, until the two came to meet.
And you think this weakening could be happening elsewhere?
'Tis a possibility.
so you're saying that worlds are just merging on their own now?
What of Radzatan and Garlemald? Euless took mercy upon the interloper. Whether Voidsent or Garlean, we all share the same longing for home. Should we meet, I will gladly offer them aid. Please tell Euless as much. Wait. How exactly did you get here? No mortal could traverse the Void Gate in its current state.
Don't know, some magic trick.
And this path of yours is still there. I cannot see it.
Nor does it reveal itself to me. Perhaps the path serves only the key bearer.
Hello, Kadota. I missed a lot. I mean, it's a short expansion to begin with.
To travel freely back and forth. A pity. I would have liked to see my friends again.
But I honestly didn't expect that everything would happen just so fast, like dungeon, trial, you know, it was one after another. Barely started the patch or the dungeon. Now seems an opportune time to give Zero the parcel Euless prepared for her. Your secret admirer gave you some dumplings. Something for me. You have fun so far? Oh yeah, both the dungeon and the trial are really fun. That's well, food, is it? Ah, I recall you speaking of the dumplings his mother used to make. Thank you for the parcel and the fond memories. There's more than enough to share with Galbaz. Now that he forgoes the leader of others, I'm sure he'll appreciate the sustenance. I sometimes wonder what the void would be like if culinary traditions flourished here once more. Whether it would suffice to break the cycle of mutual consumption. A heartening thought, if nothing else. Can we do some cooking, please, so we don't eat each other? A beacon from beyond. Zero has something to discuss with you. Until our battle earlier, I hadn't called upon darkness in some time. In truth, I find light a better fit these days. Ever since you left, we've been roaming the void in search of individuals who would join our cause. Although we returned to Red Moon after sensing Anua's presence, rarely do we linger in a single location. However, if the interloper you spoke of does intend to seek me out, it might be wise to return to my domain. Why don't you join us? With Anua defeated, the sword should be in no imminent danger. Good, we'll wait for you by the crater. Just imagine the meal has an ominous aura to it. Oh, absolutely. Like, I wouldn't think it would be safe to eat. Maybe for a wait time. There is a teleporter situated between here and the center of the moon. I used it to travel to the surface in days long past, and though I seldom had need once my genitals were in place. Higiorin herself crafted the device that I might lay low the servant of light. Ironic that we now use it as seeking to restore light to the void. Ah, forgive my idle reminiscences. This time we made our descent. Yes, we travel. Though it was not always so, many who live here now have chosen to do so because they support the cause. Indeed, if our numbers continue to grow, we may require more territory. Thankfully, we were able to harness the residual ether from Berbericia's domain. These reserves will enable me to expand mine as the need arises. Right. We had best prepare for our potential guest. Join me in my boat when you're ready. Perfect mount for such a place. Wait, I went wrong way. I imagine you remember these, the transmitters we used to receive light from the first. If memory serves, they work by channeling excess ether left in the wake of the flood into the crystal tower. Using the tower's cross-room travel capabilities, light is then conveyed onto 13s and into these devices. I have a mind to use them now, but they'll need to be set in an elevated location. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated. Alright, what do you want to do? Does I need to... Oh my god, okay. I don't know where to go. Maybe not here. There. Okay, choose the right path, thank god.
Upon activation, these transmitters will shine with light from beyond, sent courtesy of our ever-watchful friends. They will serve as beacons in the dark for those that would seek me out.
So you're using light infused ether just as a light bulb. I thought you would use it to restore your star, to restore 13s. How wasteful. Water, water, frost and foam.
Immortal, no less. I did not expect to see you here.
I am Zero, and this is my domain. 'Tis a safe haven for those who abhor conflict. Among those gathered here, many aspire to restore this world to how it once was.
Such a thing is possible?
Indeed. Though how long the endeavor will take, I cannot say. But for those of us abandoned by death itself, what do we have but time to try and try again?
Very well. This light is ample proof your comrades spoke true. However long it takes to restore our world, you shall have my aid.
And you shall have mine.
It would seem Yule's intervention has helped forge a new bond. Thank you for bringing word to me. I guess that you'll head home sooner rather than later. You'll not be able to freely return to Zero's domain. Are you certain you wish to leave? Oh god, this game. Just telling you, like, you're not seeing Zero anymore. Now let us return to the Red Moon. I'm sure you won't begrudge me a proper farewell.
Would you deliver a message to Ulus for me? Tell him that we're making progress towards rebuilding our home. And I hope that he is too.
Enuo's Memoria will be safe here. The crystal containing Zeromus has been passed on to our allies in the First. If Enuo's Memoria might serve them in restoring their world, we shall likewise consider its transfer.
How much simpler it would be to aid one another in our respective fights, were it not for these boundaries between us. Safe travels, my friend. We take comfort in the knowledge that you're out there fighting too, wherever you may be.
That was nice to see Zero again. It was short, but I'm glad that she wasn't just completely forgotten, you know.
No luck, I'm afraid. It appears she's not in Mare Lamentorum.
And then, like, just shows up out of nowhere. Hey, have you missed me?
Wait. Is that...
I told you, like, hey, I'm back.
God, you had us worried. You suddenly disappeared. We didn't know what to think.
Shortly after you vanished, the Void-sent incursion abruptly ended. We surmised you had a hand in that, but never did it cross our minds that you were fighting alongside Zero and Golbez.
This golden path you said you traversed wasn't visible to us either. Nor did we hear a voice. Ethos. Might this be the key's true name?
While many mysteries remain, for now, I am glad to learn the state of affairs in the 13th. Golbez's suspicion that the barrier twixt worlds has begun to weaken. 'Twould certainly explain the surge in fissures manifesting in the source.
Yet what could be behind such a phenomenon?
That Asian. Oh, there she is. It's as if I knew.
And who might you be? Not her void scent, I'd wager.
Why is her enemy so cute? Right, she has a really cute dress.
Greetings.
Oh, she really just shows it like that?
I am Halmarut of the Asians. We are your sworn foes, I know. But on this occasion, will you not put away your arms?
The hell? And she can use flowers?
I wish only to talk.
That was pretty.
Thank you for affording me a chance.
Bereft of the Unsundered, we were under the impression you and yours no longer had cause to continue your activities. That you should reveal yourself at this juncture. I assume you are the one who bestowed Calyx with the knowledge of summoning and the reflections.
Yes, that is correct.
Throw him around, girl. Punch him.
Was it necessary to reveal my present form as well?
Yeah.
Calyx.
Public humiliation is good for you.
In transferring his memories after all.
It's on this one. Yeah, like just a plushie. Just, you know, those plushies for dogs?
Be at ease. Even were I to occupy a combat-oriented vessel, I would not have the ability to defeat you. You destroyed my plan, my life's work. I have naught to replace it, nor will I ever regain what I once had.
Yes, a squeaky toy.
If you wish to speak, Halmarut, will you not tell us what it is that you hope to accomplish?
As you know, our star Aetheris was sundered into 4 and 10 shards in the time of the Ancients. As the will of the star, Hydaelyn perpetuated this unnatural division for millennia, and in the wake of her passing, nature has begun to reassert itself. As a wound knits itself together, the star seeks to become whole once more. Yes, it seeks to rejoin with all of its shards. Unlike the one we Asians attempted to orchestrate, however, the star's rejoining will afford mankind no special treatment. All life and matter will be condensed into a single whole and remade for a new beginning. A complete rebirth. Aetheris will return to the way it once was. Hundreds of millions of years past. To a quiet and peaceful time. Long before the light of mankind was kindled.
So you're trying to say that every life on the Earth, on the Aetheris, will be wiped away? There'll be humans no longer.
Supposing for a moment we believe you, how can you possibly know all this?
It is an inevitability that I have foreseen since time immemorial. A future that awaits should creation be freed from the influence of Hydaelyn and Zodiac. The star is tolerant to life. It holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered. Yet by the same token, it is indifferent to life's survival. No amount of devastation and death can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. The earth shakes, and mountains spew fire. Floods wash away the fruits of labor, and icy winds freeze and starve. Countless perish as nature runs its course. So many seeds of life have already been lost, yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice. When all creation is reunited. When that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased.
And so you're saying that we should go back to, like, killing humans? To make them into just data?
I cherish man's journey. Despite losing his innocence and being made to live with suffering, he has forged ever onward. Strong, even as he is weak, his is a proud tale in the history of the star. 'Twould be a shame for that tale to end. For all to wither and die, when some might yet survive. Would you not agree?
If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds.
Correct. It was for this very purpose that Halmarut recruited suitable collaborators from the Reflections.
Oh, again, his
Individuals
stupid
like
thing.
me, who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations.
Individuals like me. You're a fucking squeaky toy. Shut up.
The Winterers, we are called. And if you and yours seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us.
Even if everything you claim is true? What you've done, Calyx, it's unforgivable!
I do not ask that you be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other Reflections, 'tis only natural that you are averse to our methods. But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come, and no one will be left alive. No one. Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the Reflections as you deem fit.
Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
That was just his weapon. A test of our reflexes. I was already like, oh my god, Xena's coming back.
Wait!
Oh god. There you are. One moment you were standing before me, and the next you'd vanish into thin air. Thanks to you all, the Voidsen have been eradicated and the gates lie sealed once more. There has been nary a peep from the crater. Though I can't help but notice none of you seem to share my enthusiasm. Is something wrong? Oh, Living Way. I don't even know. The star seeks to become whole. That's preposterous. As far as I'm aware, Heidelin made no mention of a natural rejoining. I ought to consult the records to be certain, but not before thanking you for dispatching the Voidsen so handily. You well and truly saved the day. We will get the coffee. Trial to the Heavens, and that's the patch name, so we're at the end. Alphanet continues to grapple with Helmer's disclosure. The implications of the solstice on the winter schemes, as well as our approach moving forward, will take time to consider. To that end, I believe we should gather and speak in person. And by we, I mean all our fellow science. For a change of pace, why don't we convene at the Rising Stones? I'm sure Tatara and the others would be happy to meet us there. A fine idea. In many ways, our return is long overdue. No doubt we could all use some respite after Garmelment, but I trust there are no objections. To settle them, to the Rising Stones. No, music is so gloomy in this place. Used to hearing the bunny music. We are home. We are at the Rising Sands. No one knows that there is anything behind that door. That's really not suspicious door in the bar. Nary a thing has changed since we last gathered here. No doubt Tatara is chiefly responsible for the prevailing state of tidiness. Speaking of whom, she and the great many of our comrades are en route. Let us wait for them a while longer.
Long it hath been since last we gathered here.
Yeah, since Endwalker.
Though our order's dissolution was indeed in name only, thereafter we did largely operate independent of one another. All of which is to say, full glad am I to stand in such esteemed company once more.
Apologies for our delay. We're reporting for duty, as bid.
This is everyone that we could round up on short notice. The others are still en route. Estinian alone we weren't able to make contact with.
Oh well.
But we're
Who
working
could
on
have
it.
guessed? Who could have guessed? Oh, that Tataru can get Estinian in any, point of Aetheris, I'm sure of it.
No doubt his link pearl is buried at the bottom of his bag.
Knowing him, he'll turn up when we least expect it.
Now, as much as I'd like to savor our reunion, Tataru tells us there have been developments. Will you apprise us of the details?
Send him a voicemail saying he's losing out in the challenging fair.
The Winterers and the Solstice.
The veracity of Halmarut's claims remains unclear. Yet it cannot be denied that, in his bid to convert the living into endless, Calyx was privy to knowledge of the reflections and more.
And the Winterers are formed of others, like him.
In light of the recent Voidsent incursions, I believe it would be wise to treat the Solstice as a genuine threat. The problem is how to deal with it.
Both the Source and the Reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could. But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation, then what can we possibly do? I wonder, was Hydaelyn aware of the solstice?
Given
We'll
that we
never
had no
know.
knowledge of it when you journeyed to Elpis, you couldn't have warned Venar. So it is entirely possible she was unaware. But in the course of sustaining the Sundered Star, she may have glimpsed this eventuality.
I don't think she had any way of knowing. I think she knew and chose to trust in us. Oh god. Ooh. Let's say she chose to trust in us.
So she believed that we could overcome this trial as well. Or rather, that the choice was ours to make.
Whichever it may be, it is we who must find the answer. We who live in the here and now.
Perhaps we could take a recess? Oh, I dare say everyone could use a rest.
Taru's like, no, my
Indeed.
business.
We have ample food for thought, and it would be good to catch each other up.
Taru looks like she's lost all the meaning in life because there will be no people to buy the stuff that she makes.
Ere I forget, Heron, I believe you should keep the key, Ethos, in your possession. After all, it seems that is one mystery I am not destined to unravel.
Oh, that's so sad. Alright, now we have to talk to everyone. Colton and I have remained in Corvus to monitor the situation among Garleans and the Corvosi. Though seldom smooth sailing, in time the region settled and we were able to return. I understand the Garlean community has made great strides in improving relations with other people. Hearing that, I feel a renewed zeal for resolving the issues in Corvus. And perhaps you'd like to hear more about the Guardian's accomplishments from me and the twins. It might stroke the fire even hotter. It was by no means an easy decision, but as the solstice is now our paramount concern, Elsa and I have opted to formally withdraw from our efforts in Garlemald. After all we can do to protect our world, we also serve to keep the Guardian safe. Yulis and his comrades are already working towards a brighter future of their own accord. Honestly, I'm more worried about us. It's so difficult to see the path ahead, but hopefully we can get through this and return to Garlemald with our heads held high one day. Indeed. In the meantime, let us prepare a letter for Yulis and the community. We mustn't let despair stay at our hand. After Arianji and I went off on our own, we decided to spend some time exploring Shak Toral. We never had the chance to visit during the Rite of Secession, you see. We journeyed east through Lozani Heta before heading up the coast to the frigid northern reaches, where the revere storied beast of the sea. The excursion only serves to reinforce just how diverse Toral really is. We also met with the Valakui. Though we had not the time to study their arts at length, we were privy to several intriguing demonstrations, with that we could have indulged our curiosity further and traveled to yet more distant lands for better or worse pragmatism tempered our wanderlust. Suffice it to say, we still have plenty to see of the continent. I should very much like to return given the chance. The wives are speaking about their vacation. They are not bothered by the fate of the star. Judging by your guides, Clemens, your studies must have been productive. Indeed, I have more or less mastered the fundamental principles of Charlatan astrology. At one point I considered exploring other healing cards, but decided to preserve with more focused training to better leverage my skills on the battlefield. I don't think I'd be much use on the battlefield these days. I can scarcely hold my bow steady, let alone hit a target, so sorely bereft of brotherly ministrations as I am. I knew you still required constant supervision. You two haven't changed in the slightest. It makes me wonder how our colleagues that couldn't join us today are faring. Ada and I were training in Gridania when Voisin attacked the 12th wound. Thankfully we were able to fend them off with the help of the twin adders. When I heard the invasion had already spread across the star, I realized the gravity of the situation and ordered the confidential report sent to the other science. That's why Totara was so quickly apprised. Thanks to you, we were able to make haste for Garlemald. While circumstance and duty may keep us apart, we remain bound by common purpose. Indeed, may that purpose continue to guide us now that we stand together once again. It seems everyone has much and more to discuss with one another. Anyway, you're overdue for a proper break. The peace and quiet will help you think. Feel free to make yourself comfortable in Dawn's respite. Trial to Heavens. Well, it is a beginning of a new story. It does seem a little bit too dark.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
I detest evenings such as this. Too bright, too stimulating. The mind distracted by the inconsequential.
Why are you even here?
Needn't be so wary.
You stinky plushie.
I merely come to offer information before my departure. Halmarut and I will soon cross the rift to observe the enactment of another Winter's plan. Our destination is the fourth. A world locked in ice, whose lands are blanketed in thick clouds. In order to survive, man has fled to the skies, using great magics to establish new civilizations.
That sounds exciting! No, that's not what we're saying, girl. Why tell me where you're going?
I have my own designs I would see realized. Nothing more. Believe me or don't, as you like. For all I know, you lack the means to follow us anyway. What Halmarut said to you earlier. She suggested that dealing with the reflections might satisfy your ambition. But is that truly so? You have seen battles beyond counting, have defeated even the fear of death. Is there some conclusion that you seek, no matter the cost?
She really just scoffed at him.
Truth. We Winterers each have an ambition that we wish to fulfill. To that end, we may share information with one another, but we do not necessarily share the same beliefs.
Hey, Kuro. Thank you for the sip and for the posture check.
Just as you and yours decried my actions, I find those of my fellows objectionable. Be that as it may, it is the culmination of our lives' works that we would bring to the world. Fruits born of undying devotion, daring aspiration, and unwavering ideals. No matter how we are reviled, no matter what we must steal, our actions will be vindicated by those who abide in the future we create. In your benevolence, you may seek to save everything and everyone. But once all is consequently consigned to oblivion, your noble deeds will amount to nothing more than folly. For no living soul shall remain to judge them.
What an annoying blushing. He only soured the mood that was already sour and dark. The shattered stars are doomed to bend. How turns the key to Winter's End? So, in 8.0, I think we're traveling to 4th most likely, and we will be in the winter region, right? I still have not watched the keynotes or the trailer from the previous FanFest because, well, obviously I was not caught up with the story. But I am now super excited to see what we'll see in the Fan Fest this weekend. Trailer? You want me to watch the trailer? God, can't even put it on stream. Will it not break my stream? Teaser trailer. Okay. Also, I'm waiting outside. I forgot he stayed inside for the end of quest. Sorry, Chloe. Oh god, okay. And let me try to put it on stream. And then... no, window. Capture. Have the audio for it, hopefully. So let me